So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the scanning system. What is scanning? Scanning means to read the picture or to draw the picture on a screen of the picture tube. So basically, in the scanning, the picture is going to be divided into a number of the lines, and for each line, the camera tube is generating a video information. Now, when this video information is transmitted, then along with the video information, the other pulses are also going to be added, and that combined signal is known as a composite video signal. Here in a composite video signal, if we see the video information is say plus the blinking pulse are there and the sync pulses are also there. So basically this blinking pulse and the sync pulses are introduced to lock the picture in a screen of a picture tube. So when this camera is scanning the line number 1, at the same time in the picture tube also the line number 1 has to be traced. If the camera is tracing the line number 100, then in a picture tube also the 100 number, that line number 100 has to be traced. So the electron gun of a camera tube and the electron gun of a picture tube must be synchronized, and for that the sync pulses are added with the composite video signal. Correct? So here already mentioned that what is the scanning? Scanning means here to read the picture, and how this electron beam is going to read the picture, that it will read the picture line by line. The whole frame is going to be divided into a number of the line, and to read this picture line by line we require the two types of the scanning, and one is known as the horizontal scanning. In horizontal scanning, the electron beam moves from left to the right. Again, it comes back for the next line on the left side of the screen. What is a vertical scanning? That electron beam moves from top to bottom of the screen, and again it will go to the next frame and the top of the screen for the scanning of the next frame. So in this way the whole picture is going to be scanned by the electron beam. Now in a previous lecture already mentioned that what is the horizontal scanning frequency and the vertical scanning frequency. Here we are talking about a interlace scanning. Remember, in interlace scanning the whole frame is divided into two fields. The frame is divided into two fields. One is known as the odd field, where the line number 1, 3, 5 is going to be scanned, and in a given field the line number 2, 4, 6 is going to be scanned. So for the scanning we require a sweep signal, because the electron beam has to move from left to right, and for that we require the sweep voltage or the sweep current. The frequency of the sweep current or the voltage is a 15,625 hertz. Now, if we are talking about a horizontal scanning, then what is the frequency? Frequency is a 15,625 hertz, or you can say the time, horizontal scanning time, that is more represented as S, and it is a 64 microsecond. Now remember, in a 64 microsecond, electron beam move from left to right. Here, if you have the screen like this, then this electron beam will move from left to right and again come back to the left side. So here, whatever the total time period is there, this time period is a 64 microsecond. In 64 microsecond, here electron beam is tracing the picture, and here the electron beam is going to be blank out. So whatever the sweep voltage we have or the sweep current is there, then the sweep current time period will be like this. This is the sweep current for a one complete line. We are talking about the horizontal scanning. So the frequency of this signal is 15,625 hertz. So the total time period, if we are talking about this total time period, then it is a 64 microsecond. So within a 64 microsecond, one line is going to be completed. Then, but I already mentioned that during this time period, here when it is an electron beam is coming back to the left side, at that time the electron beam is going to be a blank out. So here, in a sweep current, sweep voltage, if you see that when this current is go on increasing, then the electron beam is moving from left to right. And when this sweep current is go on decreasing, then the electron beam again coming back for the next line to the left hand side. Again, that it will trace the next line, so move the electron beam from left to right, and then again it is coming back for the next line to the left hand side. Now within a 64 microsecond, I already mentioned that during this time period, electron beam is tracing the picture. And this tracing time period, we should remember here, this tracing time period is a 52 microsecond. And whatever the time period is there, horizontal blanking, and it is of a 12 microsecond. So the 64 microsecond is divided in two parts. 52 microsecond, that is a tracing, and a 12 microsecond where we have a blanking. Correct? So here if we see how this video signal is going to be generated. So during this time period that you can see here, the electron beam is collecting the information like this. So wherever the intensity is high, the amplitude will be large, or the lower intensity amplitude will be small. So you can say that this is representing a white level, and this is representing a black level. Correct? So during this time period of 52 microsecond, you have the video information. But then after for the 12 microsecond, there is no information, that electron beam is blanked out. So here whatever the pulse is going to be added, it is known as a horizontal blanking pulse. Remember, this is known as horizontal blanking pulse. And then the next line is going to be traced up to this, and here for this time period, the another blanking pulse is going to be added because the line is completed. Then the next line will be stayed. So the 52 microsecond, up to 52 microsecond, we have this information, and in 12 microsecond, it is blank out, and therefore to blank out the electron beam, we have to add the pulse, which is known as a horizontal blanking pulse. Now, for the synchronization, line to line synchronization should be there, and for that the horizontal sync pulse is added. Remember, again here we require the two types of the synchronization. One synchronization is a line to line synchronization is there, and when this one frame is going to be completed, or the one of the field is going to be completed, then to synchronize the field, the vertical sync pulse is added. In a horizontal blanking pulse, the horizontal sync pulse is added because this time period, the electron beam is going to be a cutout, and therefore we can utilize this time period to add some more information. And one of the most important information is that is the sync pulse. So here the sync pulse is added like this. This is known as, so whatever the sync pulse is added here, it is known as horizontal sync pulse. And what is the duration of the sync pulse? This sync pulse is of a 4.9 microsecond. Remember, out of the 12 microsecond, we are utilizing this 4.9 microsecond to add a horizontal sync pulse. So the line is going to be synchronized. Now remember that whatever the sync pulse we have added, it is not added exactly in the center of the blanking pulse. You can see here the time period is less and here the time period is more. So this is known as, remember, this time period or this space of this blanking pulse is known as a front porch. It is known as a front porch. And this front porch of this blanking pulse is of a duration of a 1.8 microsecond. And whatever the remaining part is there in the blanking pulse, it is known as a back porch. This back porch is of a time duration of a 5.4 microsecond. So here if you take the summation of 4.9, 1.8 and the 5.4, it will be round about a 12.1 microsecond. So here in this way, when the horizontal scanning is taking place, then during that time period, the horizontal blanking pulse is added. With this horizontal blanking pulse, the horizontal sync pulse is also added. But it is not added exactly in the center. here this is known as the front porch and this is known as the back porch. So normally in the back porch, the color signal information is going to be added. That is known as the color burst. Here we are not talking about this one. That we will see later on. So this is known as a composite signal for the horizontal scanning. Now remember, okay, now let us see actual video signal generated by the camera tube. So here you can see this is the actual signal of a camera tube and it is inverted, correct? But what is the important thing? That if we see the signal, of a 1 volt peak to peak, or you can say 100% amplitude, then out of the 100% amplitude, whatever the 12.5% is there, that is representing the maximum white level of a video signal. Means if we have a very bright area in a picture, then it will produce this much amount of the voltage, minimum voltage you can say, because the signal is inverted. And in the picture, if we have the dark area or the black color is there, then it will produce this much maximum voltage. That is known as a maximum black level. So maximum black level is at a 75% of the video signal and the 12.5% of the video signal, that is known as a white level. Then I already mentioned that this is a video information and this video information will be of how much time period? 52 microseconds. Then we have a blinking pulse. This is a blinking pulse. And what is the time duration of this blinking pulse? It is a 12 microseconds. And in this blinking pulse, the horizontal sync pulse is added like this. What is the time duration of this sync pulse? It is of a 4.9 microseconds. And this is known as the front porch, which is of a 1.8 microsecond. This is your back porch, which is a 5.4 microsecond. So here, this is the video signal for the line number 1. Here we have the video signal for the line number 3. Then we have the video signal for the line number 5. Because in the internal scanning, first of all, it will scan the odd number of the line. You can say this is the information for line number 1, line number 3, then line number 5. So in this way, when all this video information, all this video signal is generated, then at the end of the line number 625, means the odd field is going to be completed. Then the electron beam here. This is the line number 1, 3, 5, and finally your electron beam is coming to this position. And this electron beam will now move to the top of the screen at this position. So this is known as a vertical retrace, or you can say vertical blanking. It is called a vertical blanking. And what is the time duration of this vertical blanking? So here the time duration of the vertical blanking is 1420 microseconds. So now let us see the vertical scanning. So in vertical scanning, you can see this is the last line that you can see the line number 625. That will be half of the 625 line will be there. And then we have a vertical blanking pulse is going to be added. And time duration is 1420 microsecond. And it is approximately of a 22 horizontal line. 22 horizontal line. And during this time period, electron beam is moving from a bottom to top. Here. Whatever the last position was here. Now it is moving here. So to move from this bottom to top, it will require a 1420 microsecond. So almost it will consume the 22 horizontal line. And the electron beam is going to be cut out because at that time we do not want to collect the information. Remember. And then after the electron beam is scanning the half of the next line. So that is this horizontal line. This line is there, half of this line. This is the information for this half of the line. This is the information for the another half of the line. Now to synchronize the field, to synchronize this field, again we require a sync pulse, which is known as a vertical sync pulse. Now remember that there are two blanking. Vertical blanking will be there. Two blanking pulses will be there. One blanking will be after the odd number of the field. All number of the lines are completed. And then another blanking pulse will be there, that will be after completing the even number of the lines. Or you can say the even field is completed. Correct? Now, vertical sync pulse is going to be added during this time period of 1420 microsecond. And what is the duration of this? That is a 160 microsecond. This vertical sync pulse is used to synchronize the field. And this 160 microsecond means almost it is going to consume the 2.5 horizontal line. Now I already mentioned that there are two blanking pulse. One of the blanking pulse is after this half of the line. Remember, where your odd field is going to be completed. And then when this even field is going to be completed here, like this, even field is completing at this point. It is a complete line. And then the electron beam has to move on a top of the corner, left hand side. So during this time period, again we have another blanking pulse. Correct? Now here the blanking pulse is generated after the half of the line. In even the blanking pulse is generated after the complete line. So both the field, to synchronize this both the field, we require certain number of a equalizing pulse. Because there is the blanking pulse are out of phase. We can't say out of phase, but they are not in the phase. So to keep them in a phase, we require the equalizing pulse. So whatever the vertical sync pulse is there, before the vertical sync pulse, the number of the pulses are added, which is known as a pre-equalizing pulses, as well as the number of the pulses are going to be added, which is called a post-equalizing pulse. Then the odd field and the even field will be synchronized. So here the equalizing pulses are added after, it is added with the sync pulse. And what is the function of the sync pulse? That vertical sync pulse is synchronizing the field. Okay? So in this way, if we see a complete video signal, then this video signal consists of a number of the pulses. So just if I will summarize, and the first of all, here if we see the horizontal scanning frequency, that is a 15,625 Hertz, then the horizontal scanning time is 64 microseconds. Correct? Then if we see the horizontal tracing time, that tracing time is of a 52 microseconds. Then we have a horizontal blinking. This horizontal blinking is of a 12 microseconds. So horizontal sync pulse is going to be added. It is of a 4.9 microsecond. Correct? Then, if we are talking about the vertical scanning, then vertical scanning frequency is a 50 Hertz. Vertical scanning time will be of a 20 milliseconds. Means 1 upon 50, that is a 20 milliseconds. Then if we are talking about the vertical blinking, the vertical blinking is of a 1420 microsecond, or you can say 1.42 milliseconds. And finally, the vertical sync is added, and that is the duration of a 160 microsecond. So here you can see that with this video information, this much number of the information or the pulses are added with the video signal, and that's why it is known as a composite video signal. When this video signal is transmitted, composite video signal is transmitted, then at the receiver end, all this information is going to be separate out. Remember that horizontal blanking pulse, vertical blanking pulse, horizontal sync pulse, vertical sync pulse is separate through a high pass filter or a low pass filter, and then it is given to a separate oscillator circuit. Horizontal sync pulse is given to the horizontal oscillator, vertical sync pulse is given to the vertical oscillator, and accordingly the scanning will be performed by the picture tube on the by the picture tube, electron gun of the picture tube. Okay? So this is about the composite video signal.